tariffs on EU goods. It comes as EU leaders are meeting today in Brussels to discuss the latest after Trump himself said he absolutely plans to target the EU in the future after he first slapped levies this weekend on Canada, Mexico and China. Well, we're going to cross live then to Brussels to where that meeting is taking place. Talk to our correspondent Dave Keating, who joins us from there. Dave, it feels like, although he's not there, Trump is dominating this gathering.
For sure. I mean, this gathering was called to talk about defense, and of course, the subject of Greenland is going to be looming over the summit very heavily. But now, because of the actions against Canada and Mexico over the weekend and Trump's promise that the EU is next in terms of his trade wars, the subject of trade will also be dominating today's summit. Now, we've noticed a distinct change in tone from the EU yesterday. Up until this weekend, the European Commission here behind me has not wanted to really talk about this. And every time they were asked about the prospect of Trump's tariffs, they would say they would have platitudes about how great the EU-US relationship is, that they don't think this would happen because it would be so damaging to the global economy. Well, guess what? It's happening. And so now they have to shift into a different mode here. There was a change in language. You noted that the spokesperson yesterday said that there would be a firm response. That's really an upgrade from the last language we had about this from the European Commission when you had the economy chief, Valdis Dombrovskis, say any such response, which is so unlikely because this is all very unlikely, would be, quote, proportionate. So clearly this is a break glass moment for that Plan B emergency retaliation plan that the Commission has said all along that they have, but they haven't been willing to talk about what's in it. And so I imagine behind these closed doors today with the European prime ministers and presidents, they will be fleshing out a little bit more what those plans are. We'll see if that is leaked. They certainly don't want it to be leaked because they do not want to escalate this situation. And of course, the nightmare scenario for them would be that if it gets out exactly what they're planning to retaliate with, that's going to instigate Trump into very quickly putting on maximum tariffs against the EU when that might have been avoided otherwise. Now, what might they do? We have a little bit of an indication based on the tariffs that Trump put in during his first term. Now, these tariffs during the first term were much, much less compared to what he's talking about now. That was